morning, everybody. This is Apba Brian with Apba Baseball Classics. I'm on here to do a authentic unboxing, and I'm like a kid at Christmas. Don't like to wait to get what I'm ordered. From Chris White. I'll put the link of where I ordered these. I ordered 4 Apba Negro League baseball teams that aren't in the regular 20-team Apba edition. 1932 Detroit Wolves, 34 Philadelphia Stars, 32 Kansas City Monarchs, and the 1948 Baltimore Elite Giants. This is what they look on the back side. And here's the front side. These will be included in my Apba Classic teams. Good morning, everybody. This is Apba Brian at Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you game number 31 of the King of the Hill tournament. 1934 Detroit Tigers at the 1932 New York Yankees. Today we're going to roll 6 pairs of dice, and I'm going to read them in red, white, and blue order, as well as the next 3 will be purple, yellow, and green order. And each inning we'll re-roll dice. If we need more than 6 rolls in an inning, we'll grab a couple dice out and roll on the field. There's so many pairs of dice I don't look ahead, but we'll read as I said, red ones first, 6-1, white one second, 5-1, blue ones, 6-4, purple next, yellow dice, 5-3, and the green dice last, 4-2. Thank you for joining me today. We've had a lot of close games lately. They have really been some good games in this tournament. Here's the starting lineups for the Detroit Tigers: Fox, Cochran, Gosselin, Gehringer, Greenberg, Rogel, White, Owen, and Carl Fisher is the pitcher. He's a grade C/Y pitcher. And for the Yankees, I think pretty much the same lineup we've been using: Coombs, Sewell, Ruth, Gehrig, Lazare, Dickey, Chapman, Crosetti, and Pipgrass is the pitcher, grade C, with no modifiers. Here we go. Let's begin. 34 Tigers at the 32 Yankees. If they win today, the Yankees could move into first place in the King of the Hill tournament. First roll of the game. To pitch to Pete Fox. 3-2 is a ground ball to second base. 1 away. Next batter for the Tigers is Mickey Cochran. He is their player manager. 1-5 is his role, and that is an 8 against the C. That's a base hit for Mickey Cochran. Cochran takes first. He is not a bad base runner for a catcher. Goose Gosselin's the third hitter. His role is a 6-1, and that is a double play ground ball, 5-4-3, no runs, 1 hit, no errors in the first inning. We were at the bottom of the first. Nothing with the Yankees coming to bat. Earl Coombs steps into the box, the Colonel for New York. 5-3 is his role, and that is a 17. We're using basic Apba. The Tigers are fielding column 1. The Yankees are fielding column 2. And 17 is a fly ball to right field. And that's caught by JoJo White in right field for the first out. 1 down. 1-4 the roll to Joe Sewell. That's a fly out the left. And now the Babe comes to bat. His roll is a 2-5, 8 against the C, and the Babe has a base hit. Only his second hit, and this is the third game of the project for the Yankees. Actually, 2, 3, and 4 each have one hit apiece for the Yankees. The part of the lineup that's been doing the damage is Lazare, Dickey, and Chapman. They've been driving the bus for New York. Here's Lou Gehrig. His roll is a 4-6. That is a 41 with Babe Ruth at first base. That's a ground out to second base. Gehringer to Greenberg. That's the end of the first. No runs, one hit, no errors. We go to the top of the second. No score. Charlie Gehringer leads off for the Tigers. He's a .356 hitter in 1934, and his roll is a 3-3. That's a hit column roll. 2-2 is a drive by Gehringer. It might be, it could be, it is out of here in the G-men strike first. Gooseland, Gosselin, Gehringer, Greenberg, they were called the G-men. 1-0 lead Tigers. Gehringer had 11 home runs in 1934. Hank Greenberg's role is the blue dice. 41 is a ground ball to shortstop. Frankie Crosetti scoops and throws to Gehringer first. 1 down. Billy Rogel, his role is a 1-4. That's a fly ball to left. 2 outs. And JoJo White comes to the bat. 5-1's his role. And 9 against a C grade is going to be a ground out to the shortstop. No runs, or 1 run and 1 hit, no errors. Tigers move out to a 1-0 lead in the second. Well, for this project, the dangerous part of the Yankee lineup has been, as I said, Lazzeri, Dickey, and Chapman. Each of those three have 4 hits apiece in the first 2 games. 2 in each game. Here's the pitch to Lazzeri. 1-1 roll for Lazzeri. That's a hit column roll for Lazzeri. 55 is a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. The Yankee second baseman matches the Tiger second baseman. Solo home run for each in the second inning. Game is tied 1-1. Bill Dickey. Dickey is the blue dice. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Goose Gosselin makes the catch. Ben Chapman. Chapman rolls a 4-4, and that's a base hit for Ben Chapman. 2 hits in the inning for the Yankees. The 8th place hitter of the Crow, Frank Crosetti, comes to bat. 6-3 is his roll, a fly out to Earl Coombs in center field. Now the pitcher, George Pickgrass, out of Ida Grove, Iowa. And his roll is a 6-3, and that is a fly ball to right field, caught by JoJo White. The Yankees score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors and 1 left. Top of the third, 1-1. Yankees and Tigers are tied. 2 to hit in the third inning. Are Owen Fox and, Owen Fisher. And the top of the order is Fox. Pickgrass is offering to Marv Owen, the Tiger third baseman. 1-6 is a ground ball to Frank Crosetti at shortstop. Throw to first. Owen's retired. Here's the pitcher, Carl Fisher. 1-3 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Pipgrass U-turns his counterpart. Back to the dugout, 2 outs. Pete Fox, 1-6 is the roll, and that's a ground out to shortstop. Clean inning for George Pipgrass. Go to the bottom of the third, 1-1 tie. In recent years, I stopped watching a lot of baseball games. I used to watch baseball nearly every day. But the length of the games was killing me. I didn't have 3 to 4 hours every day to do that. But now that the games are lasting, like yesterday, the Royals game was 2 hours and 10 minutes. A lot more action. I'm liking the rule changes on the pitch clock. That game, by the way, started with a non-pitch strike on the batter. He wasn't ready in 8 seconds. All right, Earl Coombs steps in the box for New York. 2-2 is a base hit for Earl Coombs. He is 1 for 2. Fast runner at first base. Again, we're playing basic Apba. I'm using the book that I usually use in Apba. And so I give the catchers a chance to throw out the base runners. I don't necessarily steal when it's called for in the play results. Joe Sewell is the batter. White dice are 1-3. That's a 14. That's going to be a base on balls. Sewell takes first. Sewell's at first. Coombs at second. They're setting the table for Ruth and Gehrig. Here's the babe. His roll is a 2-2 roll. That's a 5 with runners on first and second. And that hit is a drive to the right field bullpen. Both runners are going to score on that drive by Ruth. Ruth is going to go all the way to third with a triple. Babe is 2 for 2 today. Now he's got 2 ribbies attached to his 2 hits, and it's now 3-1. Yankees lead the Tigers. Still no outs. Lou Gehrig is the batter. Gehrig is reading the purple dice. 2-6 is a base on balls. Carl Fisher has now run into a lot of trouble. Tony Lazzari, runners on first and third, still nobody out. He started this inning with a single, then a walk, triple, and another walk. Tigers are playing the infield back. The pitch to Lazzari is the 6-4 dice, and that's another base on balls, 14 play result. Bases are going to be loaded for the Yankees, still no outs. This is where this game could get blown open. Bill Dickey, 310 with 15 home runs, steps into the box. 4-1 is his roll. That's a 24, though. And basically, Dickey failed to stick a quarter in the merry-go-round. That's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. Another run's going to score, though. The babe scores. Third run in the inning. Now there's a runner on third with 2 outs. And Ben Chapman, the batter. I'm going to grab 2 dice as we're now out of the dice that we've rolled. Pitch to Chapman is a 3-3 roll. Yankees aren't through yet. That's another dice roll for the second column. We roll a 4-4, and that's a drive by Ben Chapman. It might be, it could be, it is out of here a 3-run home run for the Yankee left fielder. The score is now Yankees 6, Tigers 1. That'll be the day's work for Carl Fisher. He comes out of the game, and Fairpro Marbury, Tiger reliever, his grade CYZ pitcher, comes in. And he'll get the right-on-right bump up, so he'll be a grade B pitcher pitching to Frankie Crosetti. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field that ends the loud inning in the bottom of the third. Yankees score 6 runs on 4 hits. There was a triple by Ruth and a 3-run home run by Ben Chapman. Oh, wait a minute. They didn't score 6 runs. Gehrig was wiped out by a double play. Yankees only scored 5 runs. His score is 6-1 as we go to the top of the 4th inning. We're at the 4th spot in the pitching rotation. Tigers are a powerful team. They may not be out of it just yet, but it's looking dim. Mickey Cochran leads off for Detroit, top of the 4th. Roll is for Cochran a 3. I forgot one of these red dice. Let's add that. 3-5 is a 9 against a C. That's going to be a pop out to third base. 1 away. Brings up Goose Goslin. His roll is 6-1. That is a ground ball to third base. Fielded by Marv Owen, or by the Yankee third baseman Joe Sewell, the throw to Gehrig, 2 outs. Gehringer is reading the blue dice, 5-2, and that's a roll out to third. So after giving up 5 in the bottom of the third, the Tigers go very quietly in the top of the 4th. No runs, hits, or errors. At the bottom of the 4th, it's 6-1 Yankees. Last of the 4th inning, George Pickcrass, the pitcher, leads off for New York. They've got a 5-run lead. Fairpro Marbury is a rated C pitcher, so he could pitch a long time in relief here. 6-4 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Marbury strikes out Pickcrass. Top of the order, Earl Coombs. His roll is a 2-5, and that is a base hit for Coombs. He is 2 for 3. Brings up Joe Sewell, a tough man to strike out. Let's see. Let me double check that I did that right. Coombs' roll was a 2-5. That's the base hit. So Sewell's the batter. He's reading the blue dice, 2-4. That's a fly ball to center field. Put away by Pete Fox for second out. And now Babe Ruth rolls a 4-4. And that's a single by Babe Ruth. Base hit to right field. There's 2 outs. Coombs will make it all the way to third base. And the Babe is 3 for 3 in the game. First and third, 2 outs. Lou Gehrig. His roll is a 5-4, and it's a fly out to right field. That ends the inning. No runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 left. We go to the top of the 5th. Yankees 6 and the Tigers 1. Hank Greenberg will lead off for Detroit in the top of the 5th inning. When war came to America in 1941, he was one of the first to sign up. One of the first baseball superstars to sign up for the military. His roll is a 5-3, 19 against fielding column 2. And that's going to be an error on the Yankee third baseman, Joe Sewell. Error at the hot corner. Billy Rogel, the Tiger shortstop, rolls a 3-4. That is a fly ball to center field, taken by Earl Coombs, 1 down. JoJo White's roll is a 6-2, and that's a swing and a miss for strike 3, 2 outs. Marv Owen, the batter. His roll is a 2-3, and that's a ground out to second base. No runs, no hits, and 1 error. Bottom of the 5th inning, Yankees 6 and the Tigers 1. Push him up. Tony Lazzeri leads off for New York. His roll is a 1-2. That's a ground ball hit to Gehringer at second base. Lazzeri's the first out. Bill Dickey, the batter. He rolls a 6-3, and it's a fly out to Pete Fox in center field. 2 outs. And now Ben Chapman, who 3-run homer is the biggest difference in this game. He rolls a 2-3, and that's a ground out to second base. So a clean inning for Philpo Marbury. No runs, hits, or errors. We go to the 6th. Still 6-1 Yankees. George Pipgras completes his warm-up tosses. He has allowed only 2 hits to the Tigers. One of them, though, a home run by Charlie Gehringer. Philpo Marbury leads off for Detroit. Marbury's roll is a 5-1. 42 is a hit batter. Hit batsman. Sure, that was not on purpose. Never a good idea to hit the opposing pitcher. He has a chance to hit you when you come to bat. Pete Fox is the batter. His roll is a 6-3, a fly out to center field. 1 out. Marbury is a slow runner first place. Playing safe with the slow runners unless I say otherwise. Mickey Cochran rolls a 4-5. That is a base on balls. Tigers need base runners. They got 2 of them here for Goose Goslin. His roll is a 3-5, and that's a 9 against a C pitcher. Ground ball hit to third base. Throw to first. Goslin's out. Runners advance 1 spot. Fisher's at third. And Cochran's at second for Charlie Gehringer. His roll is a 4-4. That's a base hit by Gehringer. And I think that will score both runners. Single over first base. The slow runner's at third, so he scores. And Goslin scores. 2-run single by Charlie Gehringer. He's driven in all 3 Tiger runs. Yankees 6 and the Tigers 3. There's 2 outs. Hank Greenberg, the batter. His roll is the green dice. 3-6 is a base on balls. Detroit might not be through. First and second. And Billy Rogel, the batter. We need another dice roll. Pickgrass Wines throws to Rogel, 31. And that is going to be a 9 against a C pitcher. I think that's an out. It is a ground out to third base, 5-3. So on the Tigers' top half of the sixth, they scored 2 runs on just 1 hit. Go bottom of the sixth, it's 6 for New York and 3 for Detroit. All right, in the bottom of the sixth inning, it's Crossetti, the pitcher, and then the top of the order, Coons. 2-5 is a roll for Crossetti. That is a pop out to third base, 1 down. The pitcher's roll is 3-2. That's a ground out to third base. I think in this book it could be first base. Let me double check. I have most of the bases empty memorized, but I think that 12 is a ground. In this book, it's a 5-3 ground out. 2 down, top of the order, Earl Coombs. Rolls a 2-2. That's going to be a base hit for Coombs. He is 3 for 4 in the day. Base runner for the Yanks with 2 outs. Brings up a hard man to strike out, Joe Sewell. His roll is a 3-6, and that's a 2 balls and no strikes. Next roll is 6-3. That is a fly out to center field that takes care of the Yankees in the 6th. No runs on a hit. No errors, 1 left. We go to the top of the 7th. 6-3 New York. George Pickgrass is in his, actually we have the batter's pitch, so he's not yet in his fatigue inning. I usually do that 7th inning, but 34 batters, and he's only faced 20. He hasn't quite got to 27 yet, about 24. So he's as fresh as a daisy. He was originally signed by the Chicago White Sox, but because of wildness, he was released and bought by the Yankees. Had his best season, winning 24 games, leading the American League in 1928. Pickgrass will be pitching to JoJo White, Marv Owen, and Fisher in the top of the 7th inning. 6-1 to White is a ground ball to third base. Joe Sewell on the play, 1 down. Marv Owen rolls a 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll. And 5-3 is a double for Marv Owen, the Tiger third baseman. Well, that's 1 mark against the fatigue. Timeout. That's going to be the end of the day for the pitcher Marbury. He goes back to the dugout. Pitch hitter is going to come up for Marbury. G. Walker pinch hits for Detroit. We'll be reading the blue dice for Walker, 5-3. That is a 16, and that's a single to center field. Trying to score from second base is Marv Owen. The throw to the plate by Coombs. He is out at the plate. 8-2. Batter goes to second on the throw. So no RBI for G. Walker. He's on second with 2 outs. Top of the order, and Pete Fox. Roll is a 4-2 to Fox. That is a 40. And fielding column 2 for the Yankees. Fly out to right field. 3 outs. No runs on 2 hits. 1 left. Bottom of the 7th inning. 6-3 Yankees. All right, new pitcher for Detroit. Marbury was pitch hit for, so Elon Chief Hogsett out of Brownville, Kansas, will be the new pitcher for Detroit. He's a grade C-Y pitcher, and his task will be to get out Babe Ruth here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Yankees have a 3-run lead. Marbury did his job. He held their potent offense to no runs in 3 1/3 innings. 4-5 is a base on balls to Babe Ruth. Lou Gehrig reading the white dice. 2-1 is a fly out to right fielder JoJo White. Ruth holds at first. 1 away and brings up Tony Lazzari, whose role is a 2-3. Ground ball to second base. Fielding column 1. Short throw to second gets Ruth out at second to throw to first, not in time. Fielder's choice. 2 outs. Here is Bill Dickey with Lazari, the runner, at first base. Bill Dickey rolls a 3-1, and that is a 9 against a C pitcher. Ground out to third base, 5-3. Yankees don't score in the 7th. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. Top of the 8th inning, it is 6-3 Bronx Bombers. Tigers are running short of outs. They've only got 6 to play with, down by 3 runs. They're in a good part of the order here for the 8th inning. They got Cochran, Goslin, and Gehringer, 3 of the 4 G-men. Here's the pitch to... Well, see, no, Cochran's leading off. 6-5 is a pop-up to the catcher. Bill Dickey loses the mask and makes the catch. The Royals catcher a couple days ago had a pop-out near first base, carried the mask, and had the ball pop out of his glove. Much better to lose that mask and have 2 hands available for the pop-up. That was not Sal Perez, that was MJ Melendez. Brings up Goose Goslin with 1 down. He rolls a 5-4, fly out to right field. And now Gehringer, Charlie Gehringer, has a home run in this game. His roll is a 6-3, and that's a fly out to center field. So 3 outs, 3 men faced. Good inning for George Pickgrass. He has only 2 marks against his fatigue. Bottom of the 8th inning, 6-3 New York. All right, scheduled hit for New York in the last day is Chapman, Crossetti, and the pitcher maybe. They're only D relievers for New York in the bullpen, so he may bat. We'll see what Chapman and Crossetti do. Hogsett is in his fatigue point inning. He is a starred reliever. 3 bad things happen. His credit will go down. First roll is a 6-5, and that's a pop out to the catcher, Mickey Cochran. Chapman's out. Crossetti rolls a 4-6. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for Crossetti. 2 outs. Bases clear, the pitcher will bat. And he rolls a 4-2. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So some good work by Chief Hogsett. Retires the Yankees in order. In the 8th, we go to the top of the 9th. New York 6 and Detroit 3. Detroit sends up Hank Greenberg, top of the 9th inning. Greenberg, a native of New York, so he's back home hoping to do something here in front of his hometown fans, birthplace fans. Okay, 6-3 is a roll, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Rough day for Greenberg. He goes 0 for 3 with a walk. Billy Rogel, 1-3, is a base on balls. Gets a tying run to the on-deck circle. Here's JoJo White. His roll is a 6-5. Foul out to the catcher. By the way, with that walk, Pickgrass now falls to a grade D. But only 1 out to go. Let's see if he can finish this game. Marvon is his challenge. His roll is a 5-1. And that's a base hit. Single to center field. And with 2 outs, Billy Rogel will stop at third base. Go forward 2 bases. First and third. Timeout. All right, we've got some changes here. Pinch hitter for Detroit's pitcher Hogsett will be Frank Doljak. And a new pitcher for New York, Deacon Danny McFadden, grade DZ pitcher. He'll be a grade C pitching to Doljak. All right, we are on the yellow dice, and that's a 3-3 roll. That's a hit column roll for Doljak. And 6-6 is going to be a pitch hit drive. It might be, it could be, it is out of here. The game is tied 6-6. Roselle touches home plate. Marv Owen scores, and the pitch hitter, Frank Doljak, pitch hit 3-run home run, ties this game. 2 of those runs charged to Pip Grass, he gives up 5, and now we got one against McFadden. New batter is Pete Fox, and we'll need a new dice roll. We've used all 6 now. And here's the roll for Pete Fox. 6-1 is a ground out to third. 5-3. Well, what an inning for the Tigers in the top of the 9th. 3 runs on 2 hits. New life for the Tigers. It's a 6-6 tie. For the bottom of the 9th inning, the Tigers have a new hurler. He is Vic Sorrell, grade D pitcher. No modifiers. And Earl Coombs, the top of the lineup, will start it off for New York in this new ball game. Here's the pitch to Earl Coombs. That is a 2-6 roll. That's going to be a fly ball to right field, caught by JoJo White. 1 down. Batter is Joe Sewell. Toughest man in baseball history to strike out. He rolls a 2-3. It's a ground out to second base, 4-3. And now Babe Ruth's rule is a swing and miss, strike 3. Extras for this game. We go to the 10th, 6-6 tie. Danny McFadden from North Truro, Massachusetts, comes back to work the 10th inning. He's pitching to Mickey Cochran. 3-1 is a base hit for Cochran. Mickey is 2 for 4. Here's Goose Goslin. His roll is a 3-6. 33 is a pop-up on the infield, taken by Joe Sewell. 1 down. Charlie Gehringer, 4-3 is his roll. 29. Comebacker back to the mound. Snagged by McFadden to throw to Crossetti at shortstop, retires the base runner. Fielder's choice. So Gehringer is the runner at first. Here's Hank Greenberg. His roll is a 6-3, and that's a swing and miss, strike 3 for Greenberg. No runs, a hit, no errors. Go to the bottom of the 10th, 6-6 tie. All right, Vic Sorrell pitching to Lou Gehrig. Vic Sorrell is from Morrisville, North Carolina. 3-6 is a 33, that's a pop-up. To the second baseman, 1 down. Tony Lazzari, 6-2 roll is a 36. Ball 1. Moves us to the blue dice. 1-2 is a ground out to second base, 4-3. Bill Dickey rolls a 5-3, 18. Against fielding column 1 is an error on the shortstop, Rogel. E6. I think each team has 1 error now. 2 outs. Bill Dickey is a slow runner. We're not going to play it safe, and he will stay in the game. Brings up Ben Chapman. His roll is a 3-6, and that's a pop out to the third baseman. Go to the 11th inning, still tied 6-6. No ghost runners in my Apba Classic games. Bases are empty here in extra innings. Billy Rogel steps into the box, facing Danny McFadden. 6-5 is a pop out to the catcher. 1 out. JoJo White rolls a 3-3. That's a base hit for JoJo White. And that's his first hit in the game. He is 1 for 5. Fast runner at first base, Marv Owen. His roll is a 4-3. That's a comebacker back to the mound. Fielder's choice at the outs at second base, 1-6. 2 outs now, Marv Owen, the base runner. And the pitcher, Sorrell, will hit for himself. And that's a favorable dice roll to the pitcher. 6-6 roll. That's a base hit for Sorrell. Owen will go to third. First and third. Tigers with 2 outs. Yeah, there was a pop out to the catcher, then a fielder's choice. Top of the order is Pete Fox. Infield playing back with 2 outs. We're reading the yellow dice. That's a 2-5 roll. And that's a base hit for Pete Fox. Single over second base. Runner on third scores. The other runner is thrown out at third. So the runner at third base scores. That is Marv Owen. And Sorrell is out at third base, 8-5. Single and RBI for Pete Fox, and the Tigers take a 7-6 lead going into the bottom of the 11th inning. In the last of the 11th inning, the Yankees now down by a run will have Frankie Crossetti. A pinch hitter for the pitcher, Merle Hogue, comes out on deck, swinging 2 bats. And then the top of the order, Earl Coombs. Vic Sorrell is pitching for Detroit, still out there. He's a rated starting pitcher, so he's not near his fatigue point. Crossetti in the box. Here's the pitch. 3-3 roll to Crossetti. That's a hit column roll. 3-3 is a drive by the Crow. Frank Crossetti goes yard. That is his second home run in this series. Once again, the game is tied, 7-7 in the 11th. Here's the pitch hitter, Merle Hogue, 370 hitter in 54 at-bats. His role is a 4-3. That's a comebacker back to Sorrell, who throws the first. 1 out. Top of the order, and Earl Coombs, 5-4, is the roll, fly ball to right field. 2 down. And now Joe Sewell rolls a 1-5. That's going to be a base hit for Sewell. So the Yankees aren't done yet necessarily. Babe Ruth coming to bat. We'll be reading the green dice, and that's a 1-1 roll. It's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. A 2-run walk-off home run by Babe Ruth. And because of the game's biggest star, the Yankees remain kings of the hill, 9-7 in 11. Here's the line score for the ball game. Tigers 7 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. Yankees 9 runs on 12 hits, 1 error. Hope you enjoyed it. Vic Sorrell will be the loser and Danny McFadden the winner. We'll come back with the 1934 Cardinals tomorrow, the next day. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.